Hello, thank all of you for coming out this afternoon. We're in for a treat, you're in for a treat today. Today is the third of our series, our fifth Sunday concert series, and we welcome you. We want to thank the Gary Public Library for allowing us to come in to this setting today. I'm not going to take long because I cannot wait to hear the music that they're having. It's amazing. Seems like every concert gets better and better as it goes. I keep wondering how can it get better, but it always does. It always does, and I hope that you will enjoy it. So we'll have further comments after, at the conclusion of the concert. With that, I'm going to turn you over to conductor Michael Carson. Please give a hand for the
Thank you very much. I'm not going to do too much talking. I promised the group that I wouldn't, because the music is I'm excited about it. What we're going to do today is we're going to kind of, first of all, we have some special guests with us, and I'm just delighted. Gentlemen dressed in white, you'll see, our special guest. We're going to be highlighting the music of Billy Foster, one of Gary's true gems, a composer, a jazz messenger, jazz preacher, accomplished jazz musician, accomplished composer, an accomplished jazz educator and historian. So we're really, really excited and pleased that he's with us, and plus one of the premier percussionists that I've ever known. And I'm just blessed that he's been in my life, Lanny Turner. He's going to be playing with us. That'll be the second set. But one of my favorite instruments is the viola. And I think it's an unsung hero. I love all the instruments, but I've often talked to K-Rob, and we'll discuss it. This is K-Rob here. To me, the viola is the gumbo. It's the root in the gumbo. And it's like you got to have certain things to have gumbo. And they say to have gumbo, you got to have okra. The rule of the gumbo is not right unless there's violas in the orchestra. So we're going to do two difficult works, one by Vivaldi and one by Bach, and they feature the viola. We feature the viola and the cello. Here we go. And the rest of the orchestra. So without any further ado,
in the interest of time and space, I'm going to stay kind of seated. And I have a little bit of information about the first couple of pieces that we'll be playing. The first one is by Antonio Vivaldi. And Antonio Vivaldi's Concerto for Two Cellos in G minor, originally written for two cellos. Catalog number RV 531 is a concerto for two cellos, string orchestra, and basso continuo, which is believed to have been composed in the 1720s and 50s. It is Vivaldi's only concerto originally for two cellos, but in 2011, Stefan L. Smith arranged a version of this concerto for two violas. And in that, the concerto is structured in three movements. The first movement being allegro, which means fast. The second movement is adagio, which obviously means the opposite, slow. And lastly, the third movement is also fast-paced allegro. Please forgive me for reading. I'm trying to get a little bit of information to you. The first movement begins not with the usual instrumental ritello, that's with orchestra starting out, but with the two soloists alone imitating one another in a fast succession with virtuoso passages. Both soloists are equal. So in that, first competing without the upper strings. Carl Heller noted that the most striking aspect of the first movement, which is wholly individually organizational approach that Vivaldi took in the opening of the two cellos imitating each other at a distance of one bar and then played for the rest of the movement, in an interval of a third, and play 8 bars in an 8-bar configuration over a continual G minor harmony. And that's what's going on pretty much in the first movement. The second movement, which is marked adagio, again, that slow, the two soloists and the continual cellist form what is called a trio, 3 people playing at the same time, of course. This is to create an even greater low-range sonority. And the final movement, which is again allegro quick movement, meaning starts off with catchy offbeat syncopations. In the orchestra before the soloists enter from the musical acrobatics. The movement contains a fugal section begun by the second viola. And Michael Talbot summarizing his entire concerto is that he knows it to be a highly charged emotional content showing right at the beginning and reading almost, the second movement, reading an almost autobiographical sadness, which Vivaldi had in that movement. And then he found the phonetic finale, the third movement, seesawing in rhythm and tonality alike, and summarizes as a concerto to single out amongst hundreds that Vivaldi wrote. So we hope you enjoy our presentation of this double concerto, originally written for 2 cellos and orchestra, but has been arranged for 2 violas. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Dolores Diggs. Last but not least, Bruce Evans on bass.
Hey, working. I don't know about you, but I didn't have to do any lifting. It was hard for me. But that was those two pieces were theirs. And give them another nice round of applause. That was great.
I'm gonna give up the time to Ms. Dolores Diggs, and she's gonna conduct this next piece for you.
And she's going to tell you a little bit about the piece.
The piece we're about to do testing. The piece we're about to do is by Florence B. Price. Florence Beatrice Price was born Florence Beatrice Smith in the year of April 9th, 1898. She was born in Arkansas to parents who were biracial parents. Her father was a dentist. Her mother was a music teacher and an organist who played for churches. Florence began learning piano at age 3, taught by her mother. By the time she was 11 years old, she was already a published composer. By the time she was 14, she graduated from high school, not grammar school, high school. It goes on and on. Anyway, let's skip over all that. She wrote and published songs at 11. She graduated from high school at 14. Took a bi-year because she was so young before she went off to college. And after she finished college, she not only finished college, but because of the Jim Crow laws, I guess that's what you call it, she was really not treated very well. But she was so brilliant till she ended up teaching classes that were not usually taught at all, which was organ. She was an organist also. Okay, she entered, let's go on, skipping. she married an attorney, Thomas B. Price, and that was in 1931, I believe. Oh, she divorced him in 31. Because he was a lawyer, and the Jim Crow laws had gotten him so bad, he lost his job. Let's say he lost his job, and he became very, he was very, well, anyway, he was very abusive to her, and she divorced him in 31. In 1932, she entered a contest, the Wanamaker contest, and she presented an organ piece, and she won first place. After winning first place, the piece was heard by, I think his name was Frederick Stock. He was the conductor of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. He heard the piece and he asked if she could do it for a large orchestra. And she did compose it or arrange it for a large orchestra. And that she was one of the only Black female persons to have a major, oh God, I knew I was gonna forget what I was gonna say. Well, anyway, Frederick Stock, director of the CSO, heard the piece and asked her to score it for a large orchestra. She did and became the only Black female to have a world premiere by a major symphony orchestra. Her works became unpopular in the United States and they kind of phased off. Okay, and she was looking for places to have her works heard again. And she was invited to England to play music and present her pieces. But before she could get to England, she ended up in the hospital. And she passed away at age 66 in 1951. Okay, but you know, God has his way of doing things. In 2006, in a raggedy, dilapidated house in St. Anne, Illinois, that had been hit by a tree and they were tearing it down, they found boxes of her works. Many of her works had been lost before. That's why they weren't publishing it, weren't doing anything with it. In 2016, there was a great resurgence of her works. Now, every day, hear them on radio, major performers, artists are doing her works, and you're hearing it everywhere. Today, we're going to do one of her numbers called Adoration.
Oh, it's over there, it's on your other side.
We're going to take an intermission, and we'll be back with Billy Foster, our special guest, and Lanny Turner. So we're going to take a brief intermission. Okay? Thank you for being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up our special guest. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Billy Foster? His resume is extensive. I already did a little bit of earlier, but I'm going to just let the music speak for itself. Mr. Lank Turner on drums. Give him a nice round of applause. We're going to go ahead. Billy, you want to say a few words real quick?
I'd like to thank you for coming out. The first piece we're going to do is one called Perception. And it comes from a conversation I was having with some friends, and we were saying reality is perception, whatever you perceive something to be. And that's what it is for you. So that's what this is about.
another nice round of applause. Mr. Billy Foster. Mr. Landy Turner. Mr. Bruce Evans on deck. Ruth Archer. Ishan Patel. Hello. Mr. Lip. Miss Diggs. Tim. K-Rob. Dale. Anita. Stellan. Hey, Greg Gillis over there, the hanging judge. Peter. Country Meister, David Howard, and Mike Carson. Thanks, Historical Society, for having us. Thank you so much for being such a attentive, nice audience. You were wonderful. Gary Civic Symphony, we're a bigger group, but this is a smaller venue, so thank you for coming in. And God bless you. Get home safely, and hope to see you again. The next 5th Sunday is in October. And then we got a Christmas concert. And then there's Gary Alive on August 12th, outside in the land building. Come on, you can tell them, I'm sorry.
You on a roll, why should you stop? Okay, please be seated. Just a few announcements. Thank you, Mr. Foster, Billy Foster, and the Gary Civic Symphony Orchestra. Thank you. You really made my afternoon. I'm sure the people as well are so excited to have been here. A few announcements, as our conductor just said, our next 5th Sunday will be October. And then we have our annual Christmas concert, which will be at Indiana University again. However, as he alluded to, on August the 12th, which is in 2 weeks, normally we have a Gary Histories Alive, and we're gonna have it again this year, but we're partnering with DK Devils, and we're gonna have Foods of the Region. And there's going to be downtown. I do have flyers in the back. Please take a copy with you. And as a reminder, and it's going to consist of music, of course. It's going to have jazz as well as an orchestra. And we're going to have vendors. We're going to have for children. There's going to be face painting. There's going to be activities for all ages. And we do ask you can go online, or I can, if you're on my email list. And I hope that those of you who do not receive emails from me, from the Gary Historical and Cultural Society, that you will sign the list back there, and we will send you an email with the events that we have going, and you will be able to see the activities for August the 12th. So we look forward to having you join us. We're looking for a great time in August. And we just appreciate so much your taking your time to come out and spend your Sunday afternoon with us here. It's really important that we support our orchestra. Not many cities can say that they have an orchestra. Well, Gary has an orchestra, okay? So to come here on a Sunday afternoon where you don't have to pay. You go to Chicago where you have to pay to park and pay to get over there and pay for tickets. You don't have to do that here. Okay, so we want you to know that you're always welcome to join us. This was exceptional. I love Mr. Foster. He is so great. So if there's nothing else, then I guess.
What time, August 12th?
2:30.
Okay, the events will start at 8 o'clock in the morning. For those that like to jog, exercise, get your blood going, 8 o'clock in the morning. But there's events throughout the day. 1:30 to 2:30, there's going to be jazz on the west side of Broadway. At the band, I think where they have the band center, bandstand. But at 2:30 to 3:30, the orchestra will be playing at the Gary Land Company building. The white building with the train behind it. So you can, they'll have an announcer to ask everybody at the west side, okay, it's time to move to the east side so we can hear the orchestra. So that way they're not competing with each other. You'll get to enjoy all of the music, all the festivities of the day. So, with that being said, I want to thank again our orchestra. Thank you so much for your time, your practice, your rehearsal, and for doing us stupendous job. Thank you so much. And with that, everyone, please be safe going home. Thank you again. Sign if you don't receive emails, please take a moment and sign so you can get emails for events that we have, and take a flyer. Thank you.